Welcome back to another episode with the Beach Bros. Today we'll be talking about who will win the AFC East, the Bills or the Dolphins. Today I'm Connor Skillstead with
Henry Rodriguez.
And Beckett Shumway.
Alright, let's get started. Beckett, you want to go first?
So I'm going to have to pick the Bills on this since they've been the most consistent winner of the AFC East in the past, 3 to 5 years. They've been consistent. They have the best defense, and I feel like they have the best chance at going the farthest in the playoffs and winning the AFC East.
Farthest in the playoffs. The Bills barely beat the Dolphins when the Dolphins were starting a third-string quarterback on an away playoff game, and then Joe Burrow absolutely carved up the Bills' defense. The Dolphins already have the best offense in the division, and now with the addition of Jalen Ramsey, their defense should be even better. So the Dolphins are the clear winners of the AFC East this year.
I'm gonna have to decline that offense because best offense. When Tua's healthy, I think you might have a chance, but Tua does get injured a lot here and there. Let's say he misses 3 games. Those are 2-3 games that you'll probably lose. And Josh Allen, he's a really healthy, strong, on-the-move quarterback. He doesn't really get injured. I think the Bills will have an advantage at that point. And, they're a really good regular season team, They might lose in the playoffs here and there, but during the regular season, they're a great team. That's part of the reason why I think that.
Tua will have a healthy season, and with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, Miami have the best duo for wide receivers in the entire NFL, with also other great offensive pieces, such as Chosen Anderson and Braxton Berrios. Miami should be carving up every team on offense, and they'll win all their games, even with a backup quarterback like Mike White.
Well, why do you think that he's going to stay healthy if he hasn't managed to stay healthy for the past few seasons?
Well, I think that he has been training to actually stay healthy. He's been taking some lessons to actually make sure that his head won't get hurt as much as when he gets to the floor, when he gets sacked. So Tua has been outright trying to train so he will not get injured. And when Tua's on the field, he's a top 10 quarterback on the league.
I have to agree with that he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. But like I said before, I feel Josh Allen on the move could burn any defense in alone. Also with Stephon Diggs, I feel like it's just too much for a team like the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots. But I feel like you guys could get a game in Miami, but I don't think Buffalo's losing a home game this entire season.
Well, the Bills did lose to the Bengals at home, and they almost lost to the Dolphins with a third-string quarterback. And home field advantage doesn't really matter too much, I would say. It only really matters in the September heat when it's 95 degrees and many teams struggle to play Miami very early in the season.
I feel when Miami comes to Buffalo, they'll be used to the hot weather. When they're in 10-degree weather, Tua's gonna be throwing picks everywhere. Against that game in Green Bay last season, Tua kind of proved who his true self was, throwing picks. It just wasn't good. And Green Bay, they turned out to be an average team. I mean, now Rodgers gone, but Green Bay has a mediocre defense, and, Tua played horrible.
Well, Josh Allen played horrible against the Jets. And the Jets, they have an all right defense. But if Josh Allen's supposed to carve up anyone, then he shouldn't only lead his team to 10 points all game. He also has a tendency to be a very unprofessional player. As he sees, he's always throwing his helmet. He's throwing temper tantrums whenever he is not getting the way he wants in a football game. While Tua responds to the criticism and actually tries to improve his game and get his team to win.
See, Tua, I feel you have a good point there. But like I said before, I just don't see anyone coming into Buffalo and beating them, but I do see some teams that Miami playing could go to Miami and beat them. And, that's another reason. I think Buffalo is one of the best home teams in the NFL. The Dolphins, they're here and there at home, but I feel that the Bills will get at least 13 wins this season. I see the Dolphins as a 10, 11 win team.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap it up here, boys. Thank you for watching another installment with the Beach Bros.